how's that album been going for you guys?
Oh man, it's been so great to have new music out. It's like it has been so long since we've released a full collection of music. And so it's been really great, and the feedback has been really awesome, and we've just really been enjoying the moment of having a full release.
That's so absolutely.
Nice. Yeah. I saw, were you guys here at Stampede? You were playing, was it Wild Horse Saloon?
Yeah, we were at Wild Horse Saloon. It was absolutely amazing. We had such a whirlwind of a Stampede because we were here for the beginning, and then we had to leave to go to Cavendish Beach Music Festival, and then we came back and we played Wild Horse, and then we left again to go to Dallas for the MLB All Star game, and so it felt like just a back and forth during the entire Stampede.
Yeah, that's so cool. I mean, so fun to play a big tent at Stampede like that, though. The energy must have been through the roof.
It was so fun, and it was fun to get a chance to play ahead of High Valley. We've done so much writing. 2 of the songs off of our new album were co-written with Brad from High Valley.
Oh, wow.
Including our recent single, Running Out of Reasons. And so it was really fun to get to see him and for him to get to watch us, because we've done a lot of writing together, but not a lot of playing together.
That's so cool. Speaking of which, you mentioned you were just down in Texas at the MLB All Star game performing the Canadian national anthem. You guys did awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It was actually so crazy for us because, I mean, obviously we were so excited to do the anthem, and Cody Johnson was doing the American anthem, so it was great to do it alongside him. But they had told us that the Canadian anthem actually was we would be singing it in front of 40,000 people in the stadium, but that it wasn't going to be televised. And that morning they had changed their minds and decided that the Canadian anthem was going to be televised, but they didn't tell us. So we had no idea. And so we sang the anthem and we were like, that was so fun. And then we got off the field and our phones were blowing up with all of these people being like, oh my gosh, we just saw you sing the anthem. Yeah. And we're thinking,
and we're like, sorry, what?
Wait, what?
We're like, we know all of these people are not in this stadium right now. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it was wild.
Was such a wild experience. And I was saying, I did 3 things I'd never done before. I'd never been to Texas. I had never been to a baseball game, and I had never sang for 40,000 people before, and I did it all at once.
Wow. And you guys knocked it out of the park. And of course, I think a lot of us learned this week that singing the anthem is not an easy task. It is not an easy song, so...
It's not easy. And I remember thinking that was one of the things that calmed my nerves doing it. Brandy does anthem singing a lot with the military, and I never do. But I remember thinking, well, it's 40,000 people. It's during a commercial break, and most of them probably don't know the words, so it's okay.
It's fine.
So I was glad I didn't know that they televised it. I would have been very nervous.
It is true, though, singing a cappella in the air like that is a different skill set, and so it's it does take a different set of skills and abilities to do that. And I think we don't give the people who do it and maybe falter a little bit enough credit for how hard it actually is. It doesn't mean that you're not
a good singer,
great artist, and it just means that you maybe had a bad day.
You have nothing backing you up. That echo behind, you have to do, it's all you can do in your power not to listen back to yourself in the way
because it comes back about 2 seconds later.
That's so trippy.
And especially for Katie and I, when we're singing it together in harmony,
right?
We have to be able to be so on
sync.
We have to be basically staring each other down because if we trusted what we heard, we would not be together.
You'd be so lost. So it is something that's really hard, and I think people talk about it if you didn't do a good job, but I don't think that's necessarily it's a hard thing to do.
But if you're ever wondering why Katie and I are looking longingly at each other when we sing the anthem,
what note is she singing? That's awesome.